If you know me at all, you'll know that I barely know how to cook scrambled eggs. So, knowing that, the only logical thing to do is to try to make one of the best breakfasts ever, Japanese soufflé pancakes. Japanese soufflé pancakes are the Japanese spin on American pancakes. They're made with an egg yolk mixture and a meringue folded together and then steamed. These were trending a while ago, so I'm gonna do what I do best, try to seem cool by hopping on a year-dead trend. By the way, I am not a native Japanese speaker, so I'm gonna get some of the following pronunciations wrong. Japanese pancakes date back to the 16th century when a man named Senori Q mixed flour, water, and sake together and char-grilled it. This resulted in a pancake known as funoyaki, which became very popular. Around 1868, another type of pancake arose, which was known as monji-yaki. Children would draw the Japanese alphabet using pancake batter. Eventually, people started selling monji-yaki in mobile food carts. Here, the batter became thicker so that it could be sold in these carts. From this, a lot of pancake variations arose, including okonomiyaki, which is the main version in Japan at the moment. Unfortunately, I could literally only find one page on the internet that mentions something about the popular soufflé pancakes I'm making, and that's Wikipedia. It just says that they exist and that they were inspired by American pancakes. I haven't tried to make these before, but I'm very excited to. I recorded this video way back in December, so sorry if anything seems weird or out of place. Also, this recipe was made by Joshua Weissman, like a lot of my videos, so thank you so much to Joshua. The link to his channel is in the description. Anyway, if you enjoyed, then please consider hitting the like button and subscribing, and stick around to the end to see how they turn out. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first step here is to take some eggs, crack them, and then separate the yolks into a bowl, so I did that exactly. I took some eggs, cracked them, and then I separated the yolks into a glass bowl. Then I poured the whites into a different glass bowl, and poured the yolks back into the plastic bowl that I just put the eggs in. I added some milk that was supposed to be whole milk, but I didn't have any whole milk. And then I added some vanilla extract, whisked that all together. Then I sifted some cake flour in, as well as some baking soda. And I was supposed to sift that salt as well, but I figured it was too large grained for that. And I whisked it all together again, and it turned into a thick yellow paste. I set that aside so I could beat my egg whites, and they turned into a light white foam. I added some sugar. I believe that makes meringue. I didn't get a video of me folding everything together somehow, but that's what it looked like. So I started piping my batter, and it did not rise like it was supposed to. Attempt 1 in analysis. I messed up the separation of the egg yolks. One of the yolks broke, and I still attempted to separate it. When whipping egg whites, any yolk in the whites can prevent the whites from whipping it properly because yolks have a lot of fat. The whites had not formed soft peaks before I added the sugar, and they had not formed stiff peaks before I stopped whipping. I'm pretty sure I overfolded, which caused the batter to deflate. I left the batter out too long, causing it to further deflate. All these things combined caused my batter to be runny and not cook. Alright, attempt 2. So I grabbed my eggs, I grabbed my pan, once again, my bowls and stuff. Then I grabbed my eggs, cracked them, separated the yolks. That's a bit difficult. I put it in my plastic bowl, and then the other yolk. And then I poured my egg whites into a pan instead of a glass bowl, because the other glass bowl was too large. I poured my supposed to be whole milk in, and my vanilla extract as well. Whisked that all together, and then I added my cake flour, sifted that, as well as my baking soda, and sifted that up, and whisked it in, and it turned into a thick yellow paste once again. Then I got my egg whites, beat them in the pan. I'm not sure how good that is for the pan, probably not very. This time it looked a lot better. Poured in some sugar, beat it more, and it was looking really good thus far. This time I actually did get a video of me folding it all together, so I added a quarter of it, folded it up, another quarter, and I just kept doing that until most or all of the whites were gone. I poured it all into a plastic bag that was supposed to be a piping bag, and I sprayed the pan up, wiped that around, and I piped it, and it kinda rose, so I decided to try to save it. I piped more on, which did nothing except make it worse. So I grabbed a spatula and tried folding it on top of itself, which got the spatula dirty, and it just backfired horribly. So I put a lid on it for now, and then I piped some more on top, like the video said to do, covered it up once again, and now it's time to flip it. The spatula wasn't going under very well, so I don't know, just kept trying, and eventually I got it to kind of work, so I flipped it. I honestly should have just left it, because it looks like that in the end. So I closed the lid, and
smells nice at least.
Attempt 2. An analysis. I overfolded the batter, again causing it to deflate. I probably shouldn't have tried to fold it with a spatula when it was on the pan. I should have either left it or scrapped it. So, better than last time, but that still leaves a lot of room for improvement. Alright, I cracked my eggs once again. This time I actually had a metal bowl for whipping the egg whites, so that was good. So I knocked the camera over, almost there. So I cracked my eggs in, and a second one. And then I separated the yolks, placed them in a plastic bowl. I added some milk. It's actually a different milk, but it's still not whole milk, so that's annoying. Added my vanilla extract, whisked it all together, and then it looked like that. And then I added my flour. That's supposed to be sifted. I don't know why I didn't sift it. Then I added my baking soda, mixed it in. I don't know where the salt went, but okay. And then I got my whites, and I whipped them, or beat them, until they looked like that. And then I added extra sugar, because I probably shouldn't have done that, but because. And it formed firm peaks at the end, which is what the video said it was supposed to. I took a quarter of my meringue, that's what it is apparently, and I folded it all up. And then I took another quarter, and I folded it up once again, and I did that a third time. I think I did it a fourth time, but I don't know why I didn't leave it in. So I just kind of kept folding it very lightly so I didn't overfold like last time. And I piped it onto a pan using an actual piping bag. The hole's probably too small. And it started rising, and I was so excited but so nervous because it hadn't done this before. So I piped up another one, and in a panic, I very quickly threw on some water and covered it, this time with one of those like vacuum seal lids. So I piped some more on top, once again. Again, probably should have cut the hole in the piping bag larger. Threw in some water, covered it up, and then it was time to flip them, so I rolled them over, and look at that beautiful golden sear. Oh man, I was so nervous. And here we go. About 2 to 3 minutes later, I think, with great trepidation, I uncovered it, and it was absolutely beautiful. I was so happy. I was so excited. It had taken 3 attempts in multiple days. I took one of them. You can see my hands are shaking there a bit, or maybe that's just the pancake somehow. I plated it, put that one to the side, and I grabbed another one. I was so happy. So I put it on there with some butter, and thank you to my mom for these epic cinematics. It's pretty cool. And I tasted it, and
wow. Dang, those are good.
it didn't taste like I thought it would, but it was still very good. It's been a while since I recorded this video, so I don't remember exactly what it tasted like, but I'm pretty sure it was like a lighter version of a pancake, both in taste and texture. If you have the time and the patience, I recommend trying this recipe out. What I do remember, though, is that this video was very challenging to make. I think it was worth it, though, because I got experience, a video, and a pancake. Thank you again to Joshua Weissman for the recipe, and thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. It's free, and it helps out a ton. Have a good day.